Good evening, guys. Bring your cookies and let's go see this review. Today we see Outpath. I really enjoy Outpath. First journey and I enjoyed the first few hours of this, but I feel like something was lost in development. And I can't quite put my finger on what it was. The focus seems to have shifted at some point from exponential growth and progression to slow half automation and base buildings. Something I really don't understand the reasoning behind that ruined the experience in the end. First journey was shorter of course but had a constant, smooth flow to it as does Forager and Satisfactory. But it somehow seems choppy and unbalanced. I feel like I skipped a lot of the progression by going from Iron Tools all the way to Souls Tools, skipping the 3 tires between that somehow without feeling like I had slowed down at all that was before I had the Soul Cave. Yet, after reaching the 6th island and unlocking the next tier, I felt like I hit a brick wall because there were suddenly 8 different stages to making just one step toward the new materials I needed, which basically required total automation of every resource on every island and simply took way too long to craft. And it immediately stopped being fun to the point that I just don't want to play any further. Part of the provision problem is just that automation is this awful. You can build towers that will destroy resources around them and eventually collect all resources from all islands in a second, but the tower require power dissolution in charges that are meant to charge the structures expect they need coal for fuel, so they aren't automatically and passive as that, they don't even seem to work or are so slow that the tower run out of charge faster than they regain it, which makes them useless. Automating crafting is also tedious and still not fully automated because despite having an infinity inventory in this game, unlikely all the games that inspired it, you have to put items into storage containers to automate crafting. Something you did not have to do in first journey and shouldn't have to in this because it's simply absurd and forces you still to manually do things, which makes going through the effort of automatically complete pointless. Oddly enough, the grind for credits and resources never became an issue and was quite trivial, but processing those resources into the things needed to craft new items and progress becomes such a ridiculous time sink and is impossible to truly automate, and because of that, it is just not enjoyable. The game is pretty enjoyable without about 15 hours of gameplay for a standard completion. It is a newly released game, so there are some bugs, but David is nothing if not responsive to situations like this. It's one of the things we love the most about playing this game. I get to know the single person being the wall, as there is a very genuine, well-meaning person, hardworking, always happy to help you out. On release, I was playing through at my own pace and I got a DM from someone asking how to get an achievement. I had no idea how to get it, and so I kept playing, and David continued insisting to people that I need a few others knew how to get it. I was entirely clueless at this point but kept playing. At one point I am curious enough to cheat it in the last requirement, and after reading the letter that came with it, I knew it was meant for the older community. Putting in the game as well as almost qualitating, I was the first person to find it. Means it still has a special spot for me and probably will for years to come. It's almost as if I have my signature in the game, hidden away as a part of the last achievement a player will unlock. The game has several positivities like amazing music, a great visual style. Movement is very fun because it's parkour based with a lot of jumping, wall running, double jumps and gliding. And the first few islands are enjoyable and balanced, while like in the first journey, but it just falls apart later on. possibly because of the seemingly sudden shift in focus for the design of the game, which is disappointing because I really enjoyed first journey and had very high hopes for the full release. Thank you for watching, goodbye.